We have much to celebrate. Before we begin, I appreciate all of you who completed our Governor School East survey. Please know that your comments will be read and will be an important aspect of our reflection on this session as we move forward toward plans for 2023. Please know that I will read every single syllable of your responses to that survey. And you all have wonderful suggestions that would not be of benefit to you, but will be of benefit to future Governor School communities. So please, by all means, fill out your surveys. I think before I left my office, we were at 238. So we've got a little bit over 100 of you yet to let your voices be heard. Please don't miss that opportunity to let your voice be heard. We're going to have a great time together this evening, and I'm so excited for the fun ahead. But as your site director, it is my responsibility to remind you that the honor code is in effect until you leave campus after checkout tomorrow. Please don't make a mistake tonight or tomorrow morning that will cost you your Governor School certificate. I am literally begging you, please make good decisions tonight. And also be a wonderful friend. If you see someone about to make a bad decision or even a questionable decision, be a great friend and help them reconsider. I want each and every one of you sitting here right now to receive your Governor School certificates tomorrow morning in Area 1. All right, now, on to a thought that might be a little bit of a stretch because you're still Governor School students, still excited about the evening ahead and the dance and all the fun things that we're going to have together. But tomorrow at noon, you all will become Governor School alums. You're excited about that. You will join thousands of other Governor School alums that you will meet across the world. You will meet other Governor School alums where you least expect. Maybe in some pub in Ireland. You're like, oh, you're from the United States? And you start talking and it turns out that you're both Governor School students. You're both Governor School alums. You might find yourself on the top of some mountain peak, I don't know where, and there's somebody else who's a Governor School alum. We are everywhere. So I'm very excited for you to be excited about being a Governor School alum. And we are so fortunate that we have a wonderful organization called the Foundation, the Governor School Foundation. They, for those of y'all that are in chorus or band and have a booster club at your school or athletic boosters, they're like Governor School boosters, but exponentially. So the Governor School Foundation, they're not only an important support group, like a lot of them are Governor School alums. They're super smart, dedicated people that volunteer their time to be part of this foundation. But they provide so much for us. Specifically, they provide scholarships. Not every school system pays the $500 tuition that it costs for you to attend Governor School. Now, we all wish that there were no tuition at all. But that's not anybody's choice in this room. It just is. The Governor School Foundation is what helps that $500 tuition not be a financial barrier for a student's attendance at Governor School. But beyond that, they give campuses, they give both Governor School West and Governor School East grants by which we can do all that we do here at Governor School. So we do have a budget from the Department of Public Instruction. We do. But it's not enough to cover everything that we want to do at Governor School. And the foundation is what fills the gaps, and they fill some pretty wide gaps. About 50 of you in this room would not be here today if it were not for the foundation giving a very big grant to bring in 50 more students to this experience. You certainly deserved it. You've done a great job here, but there would not have been the financial resources to invite you here except for the foundation. And the foundation is not, I don't know, the foundation just sounds like some sort of esoteric word. It is a group of very hardworking people who work to raise funds all year long so that they can award these grants and scholarships. You all, at this point in your life, may be thinking to yourself, well, I don't really have a lot of money at this point that I can give to a foundation or I can donate. But there are young people your age or just a little bit older who serve on the foundation board as knowledgeable advisors. Like, I just went to governor's school 2 years ago. Here's my perspective. Here's my voice on this decision that we're making. You all can contribute in so many ways. Now, something that's really cool is that Lee Connor, the president of the Governor's School Foundation, is going to be on our campus tomorrow. And I want you all, I hope each and every one of you will make it a point to go by and see Mr. Connor. There's going to be a tent set up, you know, some tables. They'll probably have a sign out front. But even if they don't, there's only going to be one tent on that quad. It's probably going to be over toward Faircloth. But just look for the tent, and if you don't do anything else, just go by and introduce yourself to Lee Connor, and I think Chuck Hensley is going to be there as well. Another very long-term, dedicated Governor's School Foundation Alumni Association person. I hope that you'll go by and just introduce yourself, tell them where you're from, maybe give them a little snippet of what your Governor's School experience has meant to you, but most of all, tell them thank you, because they helped to make it possible. All right, so that's what's happening tomorrow. Now, for this evening, we do have a video, a very short video presentation by Lee Connor. Again, he's the president of the foundation, and board member Elizabeth Moore, who's a recent Governor's School East alum. And Chris is going to play those videos for us now, and so here we are.
Hello, Governor's School parents. My name is Lee Connor, and I'm the president of the North Carolina Governor's School Foundation. I'm here today to ask you to pay it forward to the next generation and make sure that they can attend Governor's School regardless of their ability to pay, and that when they do so, the Governor's School will remain the same life-changing experience that it is today. You can make a contribution by going to ncgsf.com/donate, and that contribution will make sure that every student, regardless of their family's ability to pay the $500 tuition, can attend Governor's School and have the same experience that your child had. It will also make sure that they're able to have extra academic experiences beyond what state funding pays for. Things like academically oriented field trips, new band equipment, new science equipment, and things of that nature. Please go to our website, ncgsf.com/donate, and make a donation today.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Moore and I am GSE Class of 2017. I'm also now a member of the Governor's School Foundation Board, and I'm here today to encourage you all to become registered alumni of Governor's School. So what that means is you pay $20 one time and you become a registered alum for life. And that gets you access to things like newsletters and events that we hold. We normally do an in-person alumni day at each campus, but unfortunately with COVID, it hasn't happened like normal for the past couple years. But we have also added in virtual remote events in the winter time. That's kind of like a convocation event. And that's a great way to remain active in the community from wherever you are. You don't have to travel. So I encourage you to go to our website, ncgsf.com/register, become a registered alum, and this is a great way to remain active in the community once you leave campus. I know when I was in your seats, I was in a puddle of my own tears at the thought of leaving the friends and the experiences of Governor's School, but becoming a registered alum is a great way to stay connected.
Clearly, Mr. Connors, we can applaud the video if you want. Just asking, do you also clap at movies, you know, like at the end? That's awesome. I do if I like it. So clearly, Mr. Connor's video was geared more toward your parents. And if you were worried about missing any of that information because it went by pretty quickly, those videos are posted via links on our website. You may just not have looked at them yet, but you can click on those and especially encourage your parents to do the same. All right, moving on. I'd like to express our gratitude to our host institution, beautiful Meredith College. And most especially the event staff, led by Director Bill Brown. That's Jim, Eric, Chris, Bob, Ginny, and Caitlin. Who you haven't seen very much, went through every single room on this campus, adjusting the furniture, the beds, making sure all the drawers worked. I mean, 2 people did all of that. They're amazing. And then many of you have experienced firsthand the work of the production staff. Every time we have convocation, or some of those of you that were in theater and dance especially, reaped the benefits of their artistry and their expertise and their hospitality. All of us reaped in their generosity and their graciousness. Thank you, Meredith College staff. So now what? Here at Governor School East, you've hopefully found a space to explore your interests and passions, not always fully understanding the answers, but developing the confidence to ask the hard questions of yourself and others. Hopefully you're ready to take the lessons of Governor School with you as you return to your families, schools, and communities, remembering that we're all still learning. If you leave Governor School eager to continue the conversations that we've just begun, then you will have achieved success. And if you leave with a strength and commitment to continue to improve both yourself and the world around you, then you have accomplished much. Woo! Woo, on out. At the beginning of our session, when we met each other for the very first time, Chuck Sullivan, our poetry teacher, and also Area 3 teacher, he remarked that every summer is the same and every summer is different too. And every summer since 1963, the Governor School community has shared in many things, and this is just a short list: intellectual and emotional growth, the chance to ask questions and to dig deeply, convocations and evening performances, electives and activities, open mics and fun times on the quad, rich discussions both inside and outside of class, connections and collaborations across disciplines, the opportunity to get to make lifelong friends. You're probably sitting beside some of those right now. The opportunity to get to know ourselves a bit better, and the mission and purpose of Governor School. Oh, I think I see some of you all holding hands. There's a whole row that's holding hands right there. All right, here we go. All right, continuing on. One of my favorite things about being site director is the opportunity to sit in on your classes and to hear your discussions. I appreciated your depth of engagement and your enthusiasm for learning. I appreciated all of your acts of kindness and generosity toward one another, and how you cheered one another on during your inspiring cornerstones. I loved how you supported one another through our challenges this session. COVID, students and staff testing almost every day of our session, the Brewer 4 relocation after the fire, I'm going to be serious I say, and the bomb threat. Good. Thank you for not letting me down. All right. I mean, it was pretty cool to see the dog run in and out of the building. I gotta say. All right. As far as I know, there's never been a group of students who have lived in 2 residence halls in one session. So a big cheer for our, is it Brew Cloth 4 or You all embody resiliency. And the rest of you who helped the migration from Brewer 4 to Faircloth 4, you're good citizens of the world. Speaking of good citizens of the world, I forget, somebody, might have been Chan, I can't remember who now, but they said, oh, by the way, Laura gave away a box of gloves out of the office, and I was thinking, well, yay, because no testing tomorrow. But the reason that the box of gloves was given away is because a group of you evidently went around and you picked up debris and trash around campus. And I just want to say thank you for that. So Andrew, no sick students tonight because I don't think you have any more gloves. All right. He is done. His job is done. Nobody's going to be ill tonight. But if you are, okay, but listen, if you are, and we need gloves, I know that Bill Brown has some that he will let us have. So you just come on down to see us in Vanden. We will help you however we can. So these challenges that I just talked about, notice how they also had positive sides, how we helped, how we coped, how we were resilient. These challenges, though, they are only footnotes to our Governor's School experience. Because what we really did here for the past 4 weeks is we learned how to be the governors of Governor's School. Next, we have a very special portion of our program, and that is our beautiful chorus is going to reprise. Yes, you can clap for them.
This is the thing I love about Governor's School the most, is what a community we are and how we are always supportive. So this session, Dan and Tristan and Allie and I and these fabulous students in front of me have concentrated our study on the theme of giving voice to the voiceless and taking our own voice and our own space. So we are going to sing I Have a Voice by Mara Smiley, but I want you to know that we are singing this as much for you. There is no crying in chorus until after you sing. But we want you to know that we are doing this as representatives of you. We want you also to take the space that is uniquely yours and use that voice that is uniquely yours, because we need it. The world needs it. My grandchildren need you. And when we use the word sing, we're using it as a metaphor for taking our voices out into the world.
Please. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm glad we have our hands warmed up because we're getting ready to do a lot of clapping and cheering for ourselves and for each other. So get ready, because this is our list of thank yous. We've got some of our staff members are here, and some of our staff members are in the balcony, and of course, most of you students are here with a few students in the balcony, so we're kind of all spread out here. But I want you all to take time to really look at each other as we thank one another for the contributions that each have made to this community. So here we go. So wait until I get finished with this kind of long list, and then we're going to give a big, huge cheer together. So these are some of the people who supported our community this summer. Our counselor, Harley, our medical coordinator, Andrew, our office staff, Michelle and Beverly, our deans of students, Chan and Alexis, and our technology coordinator, Keaton, and our communications coordinator, Ryan, and all of our hall techs who have been with us every step of the way to help with us challenges great and small. Big cheer! Now, for the very first time, heard by no ears yet until this evening, we have a poem by Aliyah and Ava, if you all will come. All right, and please let's have proper introductions. Aliyah and Ava.
So I'm Aliyah.
And I'm Ava.
And we wrote this poem together. So
Today.
Today.
In a matter of like 3 hours.
couple hours ago. Okay. Though this is the finale, like all good shows, there will be another season. One that continues beyond these brick and ivory walls for a very good reason. Like all the priceless memories we've made while here, ones that are cherished for year after year, being pursued by the brewer rat, guaranteed our conversations never fell flat. Attacked by countless amounts of bugs, water seeping into string one rugs, randomly changing soft serve flavors. Now I know why we signed all those waivers. Neon green cam cards, golden room keys, and bright pink lanyards that match every outfit with ease. The pouring rain never dulled our DoorDash necessities. The fountain's tantalizing temptation, one with very little explanation, drawing passerby and those already there to socialize into its cool ring to simply jump into the wet spring. A now out of use, burning elevator, creating stories that carried us through hard times later, frolicking with the govs you've come to love, avoiding the ghost that lives above. Quite questionable dance moves and songs to finish the week out strong, the open mic insanity, ranging from bands and ballads and breathtaking poetry. No grades, and yet still receiving endless accolades in snaps and claps and chants and cheers. From friends and strangers felt most sincere, having learned my work is loving the world. Such as bunnies and wall-climbing squirrels. In the semi-woods where the poets dwell, we have learned to embrace the absurdity well. Our fearless leader, Laura Sam. Ensuring we never drowned and always swam with tacks as our life preservers. Even when waters were rough, there were no deserters. Anchored to safety by supporting staff, teachers as the shining light to guide us down our path. Being given the task to put back on our mask in mornings of rapid testing when we would rather be resting. I wish you were here, said to at-home friends and even Gov school peers, those that had to momentarily disappear, but held in our hearts just as dear. Where days are never-endingly long, but weeks are infinitesimally short, where most finally found their place to belong, and for all a network of unconditional support. We conclude these 4 weeks with a sense of finality, as we now must return to our normal reality.
But we will always have the happiest day at GSE.
As we continue our acknowledgments this evening, we're going to show our appreciation for our Area 1 instructors because we're grateful for your instruction and depth of engagement and your diligence and dedication to planning and implementing an inspiring and challenging curriculum. So we're going to take this moment to celebrate our Area 1 coordinator, Mary Neighbor. But most of all, your cornerstones this past week were breathtaking. And I want to congratulate you all. Now, yes, go ahead and congratulate yourself. So here's where I'm going to call out an area with the instructor and the tax. And then you all give a big cheer, right? So we're going alphabetical. So Alyssa, Cassidy, Karen, Evie, Art. And Gwen, Dan, Linda, and Allie and Tristan, choral music. ask several GSE students to share brief reflections. So Nia and Yoon, if you all would come and share with us about Area 1, please.
I'm in English fiction. Shout out to Mary. Fiction gives us a voice to share what is sometimes too difficult to say out loud. Through the stories we wrote in Area 1, my classmates and I found ourselves opening up. Over the past 4 weeks, we wrote about deep love and heartbreaking loss, about momentary joy and crushing grief. As we learned how to be writers of fiction, my Area 1 class also learned how to be a community. While sharing short stories, we learned that Area 1 was a place in which mistakes meant growth instead of shame, a place in which ideas were always met with warm welcomes, a place in which we could always find comfort in our shared passions. This comfort stretched beyond the classroom. Area 1 was also found in the after-class reading circles on the quad, in the multitude of inside jokes, and of course in the friendships we found. Although Governor's School is coming to a close, I know that the joy, knowledge, and sense of belonging that I gained from Area 1 will stay with me, and I'm positive that all of you feel the same. In the years to come, whether we are in college or in the workforce, away from home or close by, our minds will drift back to these 4 weeks, our Area 1s, and the passion we found in them. Thank you.
So I suck at public speaking, so I wrote a letter to you guys. I'm not gonna cry.
It's okay.
Okay, dear NCGSE 2022. Oh God.
Let it out!
I'm currently sitting in my hall balcony, writing this letter to you all. Although parts of this letter was written earlier in the chapel, while my choir mates sang along to Disney songs in multiple part harmony, may I add. My Area 1 is choral music, and I have learned and experienced many things with this incredible group of people, led by our two instructors, Dan and Gwen, and our techs, Tristan and Allie. I've learned that conveying the story of a piece is more important than getting every single note correct. Although doing both would be favorable. I have experienced sight reading, learning, and performing 18 pieces in less than 4 weeks. At this point in writing the letter, a string hall was Congo line dancing in the quad, so I got a little bit distracted.
Yes.
I think the most important thing that I will take away from my Area 1 is the lesson that every moment here and everywhere is truly fleeting and will never be the same again, but that's okay. I realize now that every rehearsal we had was different, although they were always at the same time and always in the same place. Every time we sang a song was different, although we were always the same people with the same voices. Gwen would always tell us she loves us, and although she would tell us the same the very next day, that one moment will never be the same. Sorry. Dan will joke around about us altos, or as we like to call us altoids, like the mint. And although he would joke around about us again in the next 10 minutes, it was never the same. The concept that some moment cannot happen exactly again pleases me as a person, but disturbed me as a musician. As a musician, or more broadly, a performer, I strive to perform perfectly. When I play or sing a piece perfectly, I strive to do it again exactly the same way, which I have learned is not possible. But this choir has taught me that we can sing or perform a piece perfectly, and then do it again. We can sing it again, and it will be very different, but it will also be perfect. I thank this choir for teaching me that perfect does not mean the same. Sorry. Anyways, I hope you got some food for your thoughts about this, out of this letter. Thank you for spending these 4 weeks with me. Love you.
James, don't cry, James.
I mean, I might want to need one of those, Mr. Nelson. Just in case. Great. Whew. Nia and Yoon, thank you so very much. So, moving on. Our Area 2 instructors helped us to examine the world through a philosophical lens, using literature, art, film, journalism, but most of all, questions. So many questions to jumpstart our class discussions. So let's show our Area 2 coordinator, Carl, and instructors Nate, Brian, so we've got Carl, Nate, Brian, Neil, Luke, David, and Zach, Dory. Now a big cheer for them. Now I wonder, can we be sure that that cheer actually just happened? I'm just kidding. All right. We've got a few students who are going to share with us about their Area 2 experience. And so I'd like to welcome down Michaela and Danielle.
Hey y'all. So my name is Michaela Beard and my Area 1 is Math. Today I have been granted the pleasure to speak on behalf of Area 2 philosophy. So I wrote a poem, but there's a little bit of instructions. So within the poem, all of our Area 1s are mentioned. So as you hear your Area 1, I ask that you please stand. It has been 643 hours since we were all posed with the question, what is art? Is it the discoveries found by the natural science students? Is it the movements made by the dance students? Is it the proofs written by the math students? Is it the language spoken by the Spanish students?
Oh, yeah!
Is it the notes played by the instrumental music students? Is it the colors brushed by the visual arts students?
Oh, get up!
Is it the truths unleashed by the social science students? Is it the stories composed by the English students? Is it the sounds filled by the choral music students? And is it the emotions evoked by the theater students? Is it the passion from our tags? Is it the teachings from our instructors? Is it the collaboration of our directors? Stand as we are. What is art? Art is our success. Art is our hardships. Art is our growth. Art is me. Art is you. Art is us. And collectively, this is our philosophy. It was an honor, Governor Scrivens.
Everything. We began with questioning the meaning of words, the nature of meaning and what makes something beautiful, and we ended with questioning morality. At times, Area 2 taught us new ways of thinking, and others broke our brains. Through all these mind-bending inquiries, we questioned the reality we lived in and gained a broader understanding of the world around us. Many of us here at Governor School East are curious people, so leaving class with unanswerable questions has certainly been unpleasant at times. Despite this, Area 2 has provided us with a space to entertain the most preeminent human behavior, asking questions. Thank you, Brian, for inspiring incredible discussions. Everything is not the same as nothing. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela and Danielle. For many students, Area 3 was the class where you could examine your own value systems, as well as hear how others navigated challenging ethical dilemmas. I know that you raised thoughtful questions and discussed important issues. There are so many Area 3 instructors that I won't call them all by name, but they are here. And let's thank them, as well as our Area 3 coordinator, Emmanuel, and Tack Casey. And now we'll hear Area 3 reflections from Bella and Rishal.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella. My Area 1 is theater. So Area 3 for me was a very eye-opening experience. I learned not only a lot about myself, but also it allowed me to learn a lot more about the peers around me. The first day, like many others, was filled with awkward silence and waiting for someone else to answer the question so you didn't have to. But as time went on and we started to warm up to one another and discuss these ideas, Area 3 became a safe space. Even with tough topics to speak on or controversial topics, everyone was so amazing and considerate of everyone's opinions. Even if people disagreed with your thoughts or ideas, they weren't afraid to ask questions and learn more about your perspective. Area 3 taught me that I'm not alone in my feelings of insecurity. Everyone is going through something, and the fact that people were able to open up and share these experiences and thoughts inspired me to be more confident in sharing my opinions and how I really feel. Area 3 is not only a way to question morality and look at other ethical decisions, it's just a way to connect with people and yourself as well. You learn and you grow with everyone around you. And I am very thankful to Emmanuel, my Area 3 teacher, and everyone that's in my class. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rishal. My Area 1 is social science. And I had the pleasure of being in Emmanuel's Area 3 class as well. Big shout out to you, Emmanuel. So I'm gonna be honest real quick. I did not realize we had to write something down. So I'm gonna freestyle this a little bit. I'm not actually rapping, by the way, just to make that clear. But yeah, it's been a great experience in Area 3. I've learned so much about myself, about my peers, about like just so many things in general. I've learned to be more open with other people. I've learned how to communicate better, and I just learned more about myself and my values. And that's like really insightful for me, and I've learned so much. And I've also learned that I like to talk about genies a lot. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's been a great experience in Area 3 and just Governor School overall. And good luck to everyone and the rest of their journeys. And have a great summer. Thank you.
I love you, Issa! I love you too!
Area 4 is all the rest of Governor School, including our activities, electives, GSE organizations. So thank you to all the members of our community who offered such fun and interesting events for all of us to enjoy, and especially thanks to our activities tag Dominique. So our two students are going to share with us their Area 4 reflections. I will invite down to the front Laurel Chiesa and James Merritt.
Hi, I am Lala Chiesa, or Laurel, either one. I'm going to start by saying that Area 4 was a super fun time to be able to establish such great connections with the people that I am now close to and that I'm sure you guys have found and are now close to as well. So I'm going to start off with talking about convocations. They were so informative and they were fun to learn about how people took their personal experiences and turned them into either their jobs or art or something that they really, really enjoyed and were so passionate about. And it was great to hear everyone else's questions and their experiences and just taking that all in. It was amazing. I'm also going to talk about open mic, which was a great way for all of us to experience everyone else's talents and how we were able to just show off who we are and be able to take something that we all really love and just show it to everyone else on campus. I personally really enjoyed seeing my peers and watching them show what they really wanted to do and what their talents are. It was so fun. As also being someone who performed during open mic, it was such a fun experience, and to be able to look out on such a supportive audience and knowing that there was no one out there who was like, ew. It was just so nice to be able to be myself for a second. So thank you, everyone.
So I'm James, and my area 1 is English. In our area 4 sections of the day, many of us went to the gym, playing games like pickup basketball, table tennis, real tennis, golf swings with dot, and knockout. However, others spent their time in enriching elective activities and seminars such as Why 1 + 1 = 2 by Math Rob, poetry readings with Chuck. So you want to go out of state with Riley and Amaya, and even well counting and identification. So shout out to anyone who in these activities, we were able to interact and connect with many individuals outside of our other areas. This makes it the best, obviously. We are thankful to the TACs who facilitated many Area 4 activities and for making every day unique and special here at Governor School. Whether we were spending time on the quad or running or walking the Meredith Mile, this part of Governor School has created memories and experiences that will last a lifetime, and I'm so happy we got to spend it all together.
We owe a huge thank you to our communications publications team led by Ryan. And our many staff and student contributors. And I would like for everyone who had any part in our newsletters or videoing our cornerstones or our wonderful summer book that I've so enjoyed looking through, or the video that we're getting ready to watch. If you had any part of that, I want you to stand so we can say thank you. I'd like to invite Ryan to the lectern to tell us a little bit about what's next.
Hey everybody, it's been a pleasure to watch
watch you all grow as students here over the summer and record everything you have done and really capture the history of the year of GSC. I hope everybody enjoyed the summer book. We weren't able to make it a print copy this year, but on our website in a little bit, when it updates, you'll be able to access, to be able to buy it, to have it shipped to your house, to have some memories to keep at GSC. Right? Second, again, thank you to the students to help capture everything we did this summer, and to our communication techs, Riley, Amaya, and Casey. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Thank you to everyone who made videos and pictures of the summer video. I think it's time to view the summer closing video.
Thank you, Ryan, and everyone who contributed images and videos for that beautiful production. Now, what I'm gonna enjoy that a little bit like what Yoon was saying earlier. It was perfect tonight, where I could hear all of you cheering. But I'm gonna really enjoy it the second time when it's just quiet, unless Andrew's making noise, which is rare. In case y'all haven't figured it out, I'm the noisy one at our Yeah, because there's a rumor, you know that rumor I told you about on the Tuesday night. All right. Y'all are very excitable right now. What I'm going to really enjoy is being able to hear all of you who contributed your voices to that video. So I'm going to enjoy it again a second time when it's all just peaceful and quiet. And probably my heart's going to be leaking out of my eyes a whole bunch when that happens. All right, so moving on, we're getting close to the end of our program. But what I would like to do now is introduce someone who's very important to the Governor's School in that her direction leads the Governor's School throughout the year, from the very beginning of our process through the nomination, the application, and all of the preparations that has to happen behind the scenes in order for you all to be here and for us to have this experience together. So I would love to introduce to you, not introduce to you like for the first time, but introduce to the lectern, Sneha.
Let's thank. We just couldn't be more proud of you. And most importantly, we hope you're even more proud of yourself. For all that you've accomplished and learned up until you got here, and for your experiences and all that you've grown since you've been here. And most importantly, for what your future holds. Because we know, the state knows, that our investment in you is to help our community grow in the future. And for that, we thank each and every one of you. special piece. We have been focused on all of you. I'd love for us to just take a moment to focus on a dynamic duo we have here with us at Governor's School East. And to do that, we have Lee Connor, who you saw on the screen earlier.
Thank you for having me this evening. I think you're going to like the reason I'm here, based on what I just saw. My job is to be the president of the Governor's School Foundation, which serves a couple of purposes. One, it's an alumni association that all of you are going to be members of, hopefully, and you'll all be alumni tomorrow, whether you like it or not. And it also raises money to help with scholarships and to help supplement the program here and just generally support Governor's School because Governor's School is wonderful. But another thing we do that's very, very important is to recognize people with the Jim Hart Award. And you guys wouldn't know Jim, but you would have loved him. Jim passed away a few years ago, and he was one of the lions of Governor's School. He was obviously a student here, but he founded the Alumni Association back in the day, and he did many, many, many things behind the scenes for Governor's School. We created the Jim Hart Award in his honor, and he was the first recipient about a year or so before he passed away. And the easiest way to think about it is if you think about a hall of fame of people who have done great things and great work for Governor's School, whether they be as faculty members, as members of our board, as directors, as alumni, that's what the Jim Hart Award is. It's meant to be the highest bar we have. And you have a couple of winners in the room with you tonight, whether you know it or not, but you're about to have two more, Laura and Andrew Sam. So you guys know a lot about what Laura and Andrew have done for you this year, but they've been doing this as the dynamic duo they are for 7 years now. 7 years as their family comes here. Did you guys know Laura has a twin sister? For the last 7 years, Laura has been the director and Andrew has been her right hand, as he is in so many ways in their wonderful partnership. But these last 2 years with COVID, kind of like dog years. I think they probably count for about 7 with all the COVID testing and all the craziness, and especially in Laura and Andrew's world. Andrew directly as the campus medical person, and Laura with everything that goes on administratively, dealing with all that. These last 2 years have been a lot, guys, and a lot that you don't see to make all this happen. And these two are at the heart of everything that makes Governor's School East happen. And so you're going to hear a couple more people talk about them, but you know, I want to talk about, and you guys may or may not know that Laura used to be the chorus director. Those of you that are here for vocal music, cheer for that. But something was said, I was hiding out in the back listening about how Laura connects with everyone. I think you really have to understand there's 391 of you guys and one of her, right? I bet if I called you up here, every one of you could tell a story about her, a personal interaction, a way she made you feel good, feel welcome, and added to your experience. When there's 391 of you and one of her, think about how awesome that is. That's really cool, right? And the things that Andrew does behind the scenes, we see this stuff, and I hear this stuff being on the board and hearing the stories and how everything, it feels probably like magic to you, but it's because of their hard work. So that's why they're being honored tonight, and I think Sneha is going to add a little bit to what I had to say, so I will turn it over to her.
So Laura, we've been in the car since 2:30. She said, I can't believe you're here. I'm thinking, I can't believe we finally got here. So this wasn't planned, but I just barged my way up to the front so you can tell I'm truly her twin. So I don't know if you know this or not, but I just have to say it. So Andrew was my boyfriend. It meant that you handed each other notes when you passed by in the hallway. Or you talked on the phone in the afternoon after school when you didn't really have anything to talk about. Okay? So all during the 7th grade, Andrew was my boyfriend. He was really, he's wonderful, okay? But he was, you know, the note passer boyfriend. At the end of 7th grade, I told him we needed to break up. And the reason that I told him we needed to break up is because he lived too far away, 1 mile. That was my big reason, okay? Like I said, this was back in the olden days in 7th grade. So a few weeks later on in that summer, Laura said, why? Do you mind if Andrew's my boyfriend? I could not pick a nicer boyfriend for my twin sister. I said, sure, you know, whatever. And so since the end of 7th grade, and Andrew was a year ahead of us in school, since the end of 7th grade and the end of 8th grade, these two have been a team. I am known for talking too much, but this all has a point. So my point is that in between, well, our junior year of high school, we were both accepted to go to governor's school in choral music. This is way back in the year 1979. Wow. Okay. We were both so excited, or so I thought. I ended up going to governor's school by myself that summer without my twin sister. Wow. And the reason why is because she didn't want to leave Andrew for the summer. Of why I'm telling you all of these family secrets. So when I went to governor's school, I made my friends, I sang all the pieces, I did all the things not quite like you did, like one of you so eloquently spoke earlier of when you repeat things and they're perfect each time, but they're different. My experience in 1979 surely was different than the experience that you had, but trust me, I cried my bucket of tears when I said goodbye to my friends, and back in those days, there was no social media. Like, we said goodbye, and it was goodbye. Let me just say, link your Amazon account to governor's school, because I did that several years ago, and I'm amazed at how much money I have contributed to the Governor School Foundation. Everybody go ahead, Amazon Smile, link your account. So what I want to say is that in 1979, I had the most amazing Governor School experience. I had no idea that decades later, my twin sister was going to make such a powerful impact on Governor School. One summer, without my twin sister, I was a taker. I took from Governor School, and it meant so much to me. But then I've watched my sister for years and years and years be the giver to Governor School. I'm so proud of her.
Back in 2012, Laura and I were suite mates. The director at the time told me how much I was going to love Laura, but in no way could I imagine the impact that she would have on my life over the following decade. I really appreciate the faith that she's had in me as an instructor and area coordinator. But Laura has also been a dear friend. Both Laura and Andrew are people who give so much to others and leave just indelible marks on your spirit. I'm very grateful that I've been able to have them in my life for the past decade. Something special and fitting to highlight about both of them, and particularly Laura as director, is that they not only know how to contribute generously and build community, like in their own communities, but they know and understand deeply how to build the GSC community, which, as you know, is a very, very special community. Laura understands completely how to nurture, grow, and challenge intellect and talent, which made her a great choral director. But she also knows how to lead and support others in doing the same, which makes her a great GSE director. The best director I have ever had in my 17 summers of GSE. Both Laura and Andrew are exponentially deserving of this prestigious recognition for all they have dedicated to Governor School and our special community over the years. Thank you, Laura and Andrew, for all that you have done for us. You Andrew has served as our medical coordinator here at Governor School for 7 summers. Which probably, I would say, have been some of the hardest. Medically challenged, pandemic-ridden summers we've ever had. He comes to us with an incredible expertise, having served at the Medical Intensive Care Unit at UNC Hospitals. He exemplifies the spirit of Governor School both on campus and while he is away. Andrew has provided unparalleled medical leadership for the Governor School program, and not just here at East, but for West as well. He is a constant presence at our campus here, where he's always available to help students day and night with medical issues large and small. As you've heard today, and as you've already felt it, he is an incredibly valued member of our community. During the COVID summers of 21 and 22, his wisdom and guidance have proved invaluable in helping the program to navigate these uncharted waters, and his calm demeanor and willingness to help at all times have constantly made Governor School East a better and healthier place for all of you. and our students makes him worthy of the Jim Hart Award, and I'm forever grateful. Laura Sam has served Governor School East as the site director for 7 years. She's been here for 10. She was a choral music instructor here and has many connections to many of our faculty and staff for many years. Laura has been an inspirational leader here at Governor School, and she has helped us and helped Governor School through budget issues. There's a time we didn't have funding, if you can believe that or not. A session cancellation in 20, where she had dreamt of all sorts of other options if COVID in that March happened to go away. COVID mitigation over the past 2 summers, a fire, a wonderful migration, right, that we talked about already today, and all of the other challenges, big and small. She has maintained the highest standards and expectations for the program, her staff, and herself. She is a passionate, visionary leader who is beloved by students and staff alike. She is always able to see the beauty and the promise of Governor School. And all of her work is intensely focused on all of you, our students. Oh my God! As we have said, her connections with each of you, as well as our faculty and staff, as well as myself and others throughout the Governor School community, on our board of directors, to our foundation board, to so many others, the parents she speaks to on the phone, and so many others, is awe-inspiring, and I learn from her each and every day. Her presence is a joy on campus, and she is a wonderful to support to her staff and her colleagues in so many immeasurable ways. Laura Sam, we could not have thought of a more ideal recipient for the Jim Hart Award this year than you. Oh God. So we have many people to thank today. From Laura and Mr. Connor to each and every one of you. And that is what this community is about. Wow, y'all know all my secrets now. So I just want to tell you this, that I regret that I did not go to Governor School with my super fun twin sister. I've always regretted that. But I'm not sorry that I then married my beautiful boyfriend. And then for us to be at Governor School together really is a dream come true. So, oh my God. And don't worry about my sister giving up her beautiful boyfriend so that I could have one, because her lovely husband is sitting in the balcony. Hey, Jonathan. And you all saw my mom come in. Anything that I ever accomplished in the world is because of my mom. Thank you, Mom. Oh, thank you. She did
wasn't easy. She was raising 4 kids on her own, trying to go to school, trying to work, trying to put food on the table. It was not easy, but we were always loved. And if we didn't have anything else in our house but a peanut butter sandwich, we had love. And Mom has always supported us in everything that we've done, everything. And Mom, I love you. And Bonnie, I love you. And Jonathan, I love you. Thank you, family. So I just wanted, I didn't know all this was going to happen. This just never, I just can't even. Yeah, Laura! I want to thank you for this. Because in order to have the opportunity to lead, I have to be part of a community. And you all are my community. And everything that I do is for us, and so that we can have community together, and that we can have a beautiful governor school. And all the accolades that just got said, those don't happen just because I'm me. It happens because of you. It happens because of all the beautiful staff members. It happens because of all the leadership. It happens because of everyone in this room. So Andrew and I are holding these beautiful crystal Governor School flames, but I know that it's because of all of us. And I deeply appreciate the opportunity to serve. I hope that I can be worthy to serve. I'll always try to be better. I'll always look for a way to improve, because I want you all to have the best experience possible.
You the GOAT!
Years ago that I learned what GOAT meant. I was a little afraid to ask it first, but then it turned out to be a good thing, and so thank you. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for the opportunity to serve as your site director this year. I've loved the time that we've shared together. I appreciate the lessons that I've learned from each of you. You've filled my heart and my mind with wonder and gratitude and questions. So many questions.
We love you!
So before we leave this convocation, I would like for us to go out as we came in, and that is from hearing from beautiful Brother Chuck.
Andrew and Laura know that I love them, deeply appreciate them. And when Laura was here, her first year, she was just here for like less than a week, and it was my 70th birthday. And I'm still standing, okay? And they had a very nice ceremony in van, and we're in van. Okay, all right, maybe I'm not standing. So Laura had gotten the chorus together and had them out there to sing happy birthdays. Little lights and stuff and everything, and it was just, and we just meeting each other. And the fact that she was able to whip that up in such short order and have it be so absolutely a marvelous, blinding light, just really, entered my heart early. And I couldn't be happier that both of them are getting the Jim Hart Award. because not everybody gets it, and except me. So you just call me friend of the goat, okay? Anyway, like Laura was saying, we started here 4 weeks ago, and I'm going to reread the one quote that I read that day before you all had the experience of what Governor's School is, and it was not so much true at the time, but hopefully it comes true now. And then one short quote that talks about all of us as a community. And the quote is from T.S. Eliot and his poem, Little Gidding. And he says, "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." And the last quote is by someone who probably would never be at the same party that T.S. Eliot was at, Jack Kerouac, whose novels had a big effect on me when I was actually 15. And he said, among other things, what I really feel the Governor's School community has, and will be in the future as well, and has been before. And we are blessed. It is a certain kind of magic that no matter how much time we have together, the magic is there. And the magic comes from community. And the magic comes from appreciating each other. And people are amazed when they think, oh, those kids must be really competitive with each other. Well, they're competitive. You all are competitive with yourselves. And you get to the place where, you learn to learn, not because you have to get a grade. And I think that, I was just really awed this year when, and even in the beginning of the first week, and always look out on the quad and see how you all were getting together so quickly, and just thinking, wow, yeah, it's still working. So the quote goes like this. He says, "A tender consciousness, a realization of mortal companions whose presence together makes the event sacramental." Love you all.
Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Love you.